Welcome to the health benefits of sprouting and microgreens. Thank you for joining me in this video. I'll be talking about how I sprout alfalfa, clover and fenugreek in particular because they are of the highest levels of chlorophyll. From all my experiments with chlorophyll, personally guys, I find it really, and I keep saying this, I know, I find it quite interchangeable with iron in red blood cells. It does exactly the same job. Obviously nature put it there for that purpose. Anyway, no video about sprouting would be complete without mentioning a very famous man who led the sprouting movement from America, Steve Mayaritz. I hope I'm not butchering his name, probably am, you'll have to forgive me. Steve led the sprouting movement from New York. He came to sprouting maybe like some of you guys, a bit tired of being in ill health and permanently having asthma and being given prescription medicines that never got rid of it, and his journey led him to sprouting, and lo and behold it turned his life around. And Steve really did wonders in the 1970s for what's now become known as microgreens. It's taking off again, but originally known as sprouting, young sprouts that are full of enzyme activity and phytonutrients and antioxidants, basically, and high levels of chlorophyll is what you're consuming. And obviously there's no soil involved, which is brilliant if you live in an apartment, guys, or you're living in a flat, or you have no garden. I myself do have a garden, but I like to sprout. Sprouting really is so simple. But moving on, they contain live enzymes. Most of them have the flavours alter slightly, guys. You can try, there's lots and lots of different seeds to sprout, and then you go on to the beans, but I'm going to just keep this to the seeds because the beans are not as high in chlorophyll, see, so I stick to like I say, I stick to clover, which is really easy. They all have a turnaround. They all have a turnover of about 7 to 10 days maximum. They're ready to go in 7 to 10 days. They're so easy to do as well. They're full of protein, phytonutrients, antioxidants, saponins, and a really special chemical called coumestrols. Now, coumestrols get converted by your body into coumestrol. Now, what's coumestrol? What a funny word that is, isn't it? But you know what? Nature gave us coumestrol, and it's a great chemical because what it does, it stops. It's a phytoestrogen. It's got the same backbone as estrogen, like you ladies have, and the guys, obviously, we've got some estrogen as well. What phytoestrogens do from nature, and it's not just the seeds that have them and the sprouts and the vegetables. What phytoestrogens do is sit on a receptor site and they modulate your estrogen hormone receptor sites, guys. You have, all cells have receptor sites. And they modulate the receptor sites. So if you're high in estrogen, phytoestrogens from nature will lower your estrogen levels. It's act as a modulator, and it'll sit on that receptor site and not allow a xenoestrogen to come in and take its place. Well, what are xenoestrogens? Here we go. Xenoestrogens are man-made. They originate in plastics and deodorants, and people like me make videos about them telling you not to use underarm deodorants, but I don't want to get too off the subject here. Xenoestrogens are Estrogen's man-made in a lab. They get into plastics, get into water supplies, plastic bottles, get into underarm deodorants, cosmetic products, and they jump on estrogen receptor sites and basically tell the cell to grow abnormally. They are directly linked to cancer. So, you're going to lower your levels of getting any kind of cancer by using sprouts anyway, guys, which is a great thing, isn't it? Do you know what? Isn't nature fantastic? It like thought of everything, didn't it? The man who created it all, the creator, whomever created it all, should I say, thought of everything, creation. Wow. So they block xenoestrogens, and that can only be a good thing. So they will modulate your hormones to a degree, of course. Yeah. Basically, the more enzymes you can get in your diet through live food, the more livelier you're going to be, because then the digestive system doesn't use all your proteolytic enzymes. You've got two sets of enzymes, guys. You've got the sets of enzymes that run through the pancreas. The pancreas makes digestive enzymes and the proteolytic enzymes. The proteolytic enzymes are squirted into the bloodstream. These mop up any viruses or anything that shouldn't be in your bloodstream. The problem with the typical Western diet is this, guys, as you know, I'll keep banging a drum about it. You spend most of your enzymes, a third of your life is digestion, if you think about it. So you spend a lot of your enzymes, your digestive enzymes, end up being used. And then you start using your proteolytic enzymes for digestion. So there's nothing to clean your bloodstream up with. This leads to a much shorter life, basically, because you're not eating live food, you're eating processed food. An easy way to get live food into your diet is by sprouting. It's probably the most beneficial way, without a doubt, because of the power of sprouts. The young sprouts are 100 times more powerful than any organic vegetable you can purchase, simply because they're just 7 to 10 days old, and they're abundant with live enzymes.